He was freed after spending over 2 decades in prison for a crime he says he didn't commit. And now he may have to return to prison for the same crime. Jennifer Bisram spoke with the Bronx father who says the only way to keep him free is if he is granted clemency.
Once you're behind 40-foot walls, you can scream, you can cry, and no one will hear you. You are left for dead. Society doesn't know you no more.
48-year-old Andre Brown spent 23 years in prison for a crime he says he did not commit. Did you pull the trigger?
No, I did not do the crime. I'm the third victim of this crime that no one ever speaks about.
Brown, a Bronx father of 2, was convicted of attempted murder for a shooting in the Bronx back in 1999. Police say over drugs that left one teen paralyzed. Another remains in a long-term care facility. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison.
What was it like being in prison?
Just terrible. What I learned being in prison, that it can happen to anyone.
While he maintained his innocence, even filing appeals numerous times, his conviction continued to be upheld until December 2022.
Neither the judge nor the jury were aware that there was a medical impossibility for Andre to commit this crime.
When a judge vacated his conviction in 2022, citing ineffective counsel, and released him on his own recognizance, while the DA's office appealed the decision.
One of the greatest feelings was able to breathe air whenever I wanted to, because there is no window in your cell.
But in December, after 2 years of reintegrating back into society, spending time with his family, and working with at-risk youth, the appellate division reinstated his case, meaning if Governor Hochul doesn't grant him clemency, he has to go back to prison.
I could never fathom going back to prison. Leaving my family outside would mean a death sentence to me, 17 more years.
It's unique because someone who's already served 23 years of a 40-year sentence and is now facing a return to prison to complete those 17 years. And usually you don't see that once someone's conviction has been vacated.
Earlier this week, the Bronx District Attorney's Office agreed to a 1-month stay out of prison for Brown so the clemency review can take place. We're told Andre Brown's case has been adjourned on consent to give the governor's office time to review his clemency petition. We await the governor's decision. A spokesperson for the governor's office telling us the office does not comment on pending clemency applications. In the Bronx, Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York.
And we will, of course, keep you posted on what the governor decides. His next court hearing is slated for April 17th.